All right, so behind me obviously sits the C5. We're gonna go ahead and roll into the footage. I have to admit, I sound kind of sad in the video. It kind of sounds like I'm like not excited, but it's just because I have a lot of time into the car right now, and I knew it was gonna be that way. I knew it was kind of a hack job. I knew it was kind of basically a lot of the things that happened with the car when it broke at the track or it broke on the dyno. It was just kind of quick repairs so we can keep rolling and keep doing what we do. So I didn't really show a bunch of the things back here. I do end up showing the torque tube and like damages, but the fuel pump and everything you'll hear at the very end of the video, so stay tuned to that. I found some issues back there, but we're just gonna go ahead and roll the footage. I'm glad that I did the video the way that I did it now. The rear of this car is 100% ready to rock, ready to roll. Now it's just getting the engine and everything installed. So with that being said, please don't talk your crap. I knew it was like a hack. I knew it was kind of tossed together, but now we're in the right place. We're in a finally like a good shop to where I can do things like this, and we're gonna actually make this thing 100% right. The other thing I didn't show yet, but the reason I'm kind of ending the video where it is because I found some issues up here with my harness. As you can tell, that one's melted. So I have new harnesses here, new pigtails. I'm gonna wire that, and then this side over here, just sort of show you guys what's coming in the next video. This side over here kind of got melted up, banged up from the turbos, and that O2 sensor there obviously was not working whatsoever. So I have new pigtails and everything for that. We're gonna make this car 110%. We're not just gonna toss it back together for, you know, video purposes like I usually do. We're gonna make this thing right. So with that being said, roll the footage from today. So with all of that being said, I hope that you guys are ready for the next chapter of the C5. I am excited. We've got a lot of things planned with this car, and mainly just daily driver type of stuff. Take it to car shows, be able to like hang out with you guys, start enjoying our time with you guys, because after all, that's why I started the channel, to interact with everybody and show things, you know, the way that I do things. So with that being said, roll the footage. Gibbs hoverboard here. Obviously we can kind of do cool stuff like that. I cannot wait till I actually have a lift up here. But so if you guys didn't see this whole ordeal, you can see the tire mark right here. If you guys didn't see this whole ordeal, I'm gonna stop and play it right now. So yeah, it got a little bit sketchy. I think this car is going to be the death of me at some point, but it is what it is. I still want to get this thing running and driving. So let's actually see what all happened in here. I took the lug nuts off already. But, oh wow, actually did not damage it as bad as I thought. Definitely got it pinched in here. Don't know how I'm going to get it out, but we got to get it out somehow. I think the strap is actually going to be okay, I hope. Again, huge shout out to Speed Strap for joining the team, even though this is not how I wanted to give you guys a shout out. But I'm super thankful for you guys. Wow. Maybe we'll hit up Speed Strap and see if they'll send me another one. But I don't really see any crazy damage that would keep me from wanting to use it. Does have a little bit of a fray right there, but it actually looks like the sheathing here is what took all the abuse. So huge shout out again to Speed Strap. Let's get this torque tube ripped out of here. Goodbye, ball. If you guys hear any noise in the background, got a little basketball court. I am not sure if you guys seen that there. Obviously there should never be fluid in the area that you're seeing here, but when you pull this up, now this is a slave cylinder that I got from Carolina Slave. Not faulting them or anything, this is definitely my fault. Obviously you guys do know the bushings in the output shaft were worn out and blown, but if you look right there, you can see the crack the whole way around. It just shattered this entire piece off of here. And then if you look down in, there should be no groove there. I'll go get the other one, but you can see how it just kind of smoked it in there. But it is what it is, guys and girls. We're getting it back together. I got the new slave cylinder over here, so I'm gonna wash my hands and kind of clean some of this stuff up, pressure wash it up really good real quick, and then we're gonna start putting this thing back together. Hope you guys are excited about this. The C5 is making a full return, and I couldn't be more proud and more ready to do it inside the shop. Let's keep plugging and chugging. I gotta admit, it is a lot of work to do this stuff. I mean, it doesn't take long. I think it took me 20 minutes to get that completely bolted up and together, but I mean, it's definitely a tight fit for everything. But let's just keep plugging and chugging, get it up the rest of the way, get the cradle and everything in. I also got to fix the e-brake because the e-brake was always very weak in this car. So e-brake is getting fixed before I put this car back together. So let's get back here and fix the e-brake. All right, so for shits and giggles, I ended up torque tube apart. I got this outside because obviously the slave cylinder, when it let loose, it leaked all kinds of fluid in here. But here is our culprit. So the couplers, as you guys, I don't know what happened there, the GoPro went green, but as you can tell, like the couplers actually were starting to disintegrate in the car. I'm wondering if this is not the reason why I broke the first output shaft too in the transmission. Maybe these were starting to go and I just didn't know it. At highway speed, you had no idea, but definitely made a mess of it. Maybe I'll rebuild this and sell it or keep it as a spare. Who knows? So if you need a rebuilt torque tube, I might have one very, very soon, but let's just get this thing put back together. I got the other one just about torn, put back in place. I got the new slave cylinder on. I got the speed bleeder on there, and we're ready to just get the engine and trans in here, or the engine and trans is already in, obviously. So plug and chug, bitches. Alrighty, guys and girls. Well, I went ahead and buttoned everything up on this car here. As you can tell, I got new e-brake cables for it because I wanted the e-brake to actually work for this. The reason I'm kind of ending the video now is because it's actually raining. It's actually the next day, but I went ahead and I was able to get the e-brake to finally work in this car. That was sort of like my big thing. As you can tell, it spins. Come in here, don't mind the mess. We still gotta obviously put everything back together. I'm not left-handed, so I had to yank the heck out of that. But as you can tell, our e-brake is now fully functioning. Let's actually check this wheel so you guys know I did it right. Bingo, bango, and I'll go back. Oh, a little bit of budge on the backside, but forward it holds pretty well. So the other thing, we are going to get brand new pads and rotors for this thing. It's just going to be a little bit of a process. I want to get it back together, drive it a little bit, and just make sure everything's good to go. But new e-brake cables. I ended up getting, what was the other thing? Oh, I repaired. So basically this car had 3 fuel pumps in it when it was twin turbo. I had 3 450s in the tank, and then I had it on a Hobb switch. So I went ahead and removed 2 of them. So now it's back to just 450 in the tank. Got rid of the Hobb switch, got rid of the wire. So I had a hot wire that went from the alternator straight back, so they had voltage and proper voltage all the time. So I went ahead, I removed all of that from the car. I spent a lot of time off camera getting this thing finally back to where it is. Now, I know it's filthy and I know it's dirty, but again, I want to get this thing back together and running and driving and make sure everything's good for probably a week or 2 driving it before I really dump some money into this thing. So I'm going to plan on doing pads and rotors all the way around. I want to do new tie rods. I want to do new control arms. I want to do shocks. I might put coilovers on it. I just want to make this thing kind of the perfect daily driver that I always wanted it to be. But that is going to go ahead and wrap up today's video. It's about to rain. As you guys do know, I do have a metal roof up here and it's probably going to get super noisy. So I just decided to end the video here. But I'm going to start reassembling the engine here. As you can tell, I've got front timing seal. Yeah, it's teal. I got a rear timing cover set and a front timing cover set. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of record all of this with the engine going back in, and hopefully the rain doesn't make it like super loud in the video for the next video. But stay tuned for the fire up. It should be in the next video. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend and plan for this thing to be fired up and running for Memorial Day. So with that being said, take care, guys. We will see you in the next one. I love this car. I'm starting to love it again, guys.